You're listening to the Second Opinion Podcast. This podcast is rated M for mature for crude language. Parental discretion is advised.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Second Opinion Podcast, episode 174, Nintendo Switch.
Worst name ever.
I'm here with my boy, TJ Spangler.
AKA Switchblade, AKA Switch Cross Attack. Switchblade would have been such a better name. AKA.
Real quick, we're going to go ahead and get down into what have you been drinking, what have you been gaming. TJ, you were saying you've been playing Xenoverse 2. How awesome is it, man?
It's fucking delicious. It's so good, man. It's so good. Oh my god, it's so good.
Yeah.
Black Goku, Zamusu.
Zamuso.
Zamusu.
When
When are they gonna do the translation?
Oh, for Dragon Ball
English.
Super?
Yeah.
Well, they have
They're already 60-something episodes.
Well, they have
in.
English subtitles coming.
When?
The next, like the
Can
next
you buy it? Can you like buy the
Just download Crunchyroll.
Crescent Roll?
Crunchyroll on PS4.
What is that?
It's an app.
On PS4 you can watch it for
Yeah.
free.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I think you actually have to have a subscription, but it's like $4.99, I think.
Well, what about Funimation? Do they have it?
I don't think they have it on there. They're the ones that are going to be processing it here in the United States. I don't know, man. I have no clue. There's no actual.
You gotta do some research.
There's no release date.
Do
for those.
some fucking research.
Anyway, so gaming, drinking. You still like you bought another pack of Zigambot, didn't you? Is that
Yeah. Zigamball. Oh, I'm on Zigamball kick.
Zigamball kick.
Zigamball kick.
Uh,
Dragon Ball Z.
I've been actually drinking some Shinerbach. They had a holiday special pack. Fantastic beer. Check it out. Gaming wise. Ting-ting-lings, clowns. Anyway, so we've been, I've been doing a lot of Battlefield, which is amazing. And another thing, I don't know why we didn't bring this up. We talked about it so much just, 3 days ago. Skyrim. We've been playing Skyrim like crazy, man.
So, it's everything I wanted. It's so good.
So good, man. The lush environment's like, it blew my mind. I mean, I've seen the gameplay. I've seen a lot of people like live streaming it and playing a lot of stuff, but it's just
It did it no justice.
yeah, it did it no justice.
Such smooth gameplay.
Yeah, I haven't tried any of the mods yet.
I haven't either. Well, I've been trying to concentrate on the game.
Yeah.
I'll mod when I do some other stuff first.
Yeah,
There's
so-
stuff that I want to like go to the Winterhold College and go be a mage and do all this and that and the other.
And then,
before I
like we
start
said
modding.
last podcast, go kill a bunch of chickens. And
Yeah, I remember when I got to a really high level on the Xbox 360 and I just started raiding towns, killing everybody. Oh, it's so good.
best soundtrack ever made.
And out of every game that I've ever played and that I've ever heard of and that you showed me, it's the best soundtrack that has ever come out.
Yeah, no ifs, ands, or buts. So, anyways, yeah, that's another thing we've been playing. Coming out, video games coming soon. We got Blaze Blue Central Fiction coming the 1st of November. We also have Super Dungeon Bros coming the 1st of November. And Call of Duty Infinite Warfare also launching with Modern Warfare Remastered the 4th of November. So I am very, very excited for Call of Duty, obviously. I can't wait.
Spaceland Zombies.
Spaceland Zombies, man, it's going to be really, really awesome. So today we're going to kind of talk about our thoughts on the Nintendo Switch. And
Sucky name.
it's
Awesome
a
console,
weird
sucky
name, really, really weird name. But they haven't actually gave the full specs. I know
Looks like a 6-inch tablet.
I think it's going to be a 6-inch tablet. I'm actually going to look the specs up right now. I guess I should have done this beforehand.
Yeah, to be honest, they may have not even released that much information on it just yet.
I don't really think they've released a lot of information on it. I do know at this point in time.
See, it doesn't even.
Yeah, there's not a ton of information
I
on
don't
it.
think they're going to, but it looks to be. If you can just look at the trailer, it looks to be about maybe even 7 inches. You know what its competitor is the PS Vita.
Yeah, but the PS Vita's not supported anymore. Sony's like they're done supporting it.
Which it was a big flop. Now,
Which
that
is
just leads
stupid
to
because-
question, is the Nintendo Switch going to be the same way?
Yeah, but
when
what's-
I saw Skyrim, I was like, it's not going to be the same way.
Exactly. So what's crazy is that the PlayStation Vita was a great handheld system. It really was. And it had PS3 graphics on a portable console. It's fantastic. One of the only disappointment games I ever had was Mortal Kombat Complete Edition. It had like PS2 graphics on there. So, but what's cool, for real, I swear to God, it did. It was horrible.
It was like the choppiest. I was like, ugh!
So what's cool is that the Nintendo Switch is actually going to be powered by NVIDIA. And it's going to have the Tegra processor in it. So I actually think it's going to have some pretty good graphical power behind it.
What did you just call me?
Well, I called you Dick.
You trying to seduce me?
Yeah, I'm trying to seduce you, but it's just not working. Anyway, so I think it's going to be cool, though, man. Like, it seems like...
It's something new.
It seems like it's a really, really awesome system.
Nothing has ever been released like it. So.
No, they haven't. They have this really cool thing on the side of it. It's called Joy-Cons. And what you do is you have this detachable little system, or I guess controller, a weird controller. It kind of looks like...
They're like separate. It looks like little mini Wii controllers.
Well, it looks like a dog head, like what it sits down on. That's your main controller that you can play with.
Right.
So you detach the Joy-Cons, and you can actually attach them to the left and the right side of this tablet, and then pull it out of its actual docking bay and have a it's like it has a kickstand.
Right.
But what's cool is that whenever you pull it out of that docking bay, the entire system is actually in that tablet.
Right.
So you'll be able to play, like in the trailer they showed Skyrim, which it's not confirmed that it's actually coming, but
why would they have
obviously,
shown it, though?
exactly, obviously it's going to come. It's obviously going to come to it. Bethesda and a lot of other third-party companies are getting behind this system. Activision, EA. So I think it's going to be great. Another thing too is that outside of the Joy-Con, they are going to have that Pro Controller back.
Right.
So, and it seems like a redesigned Pro Controller that I think will actually be, a really good controller. And another thing
that also adds to the console side of it is the Switch will have its own little card-based cartridges, right? It doesn't support any DVD or Blu-ray style discs, but I mean, it still has its own card-based cartridges, so it's not limiting it to one certain thing. You know what I mean?
Well, and they're not going to be playing, like, there's no backwards compatibility from what they said, but it's getting back to cartridge gaming. It's getting back to what Nintendo knows and loves, and also, really, if anything...
It did show you using 3DS cartridges in the trailer.
No, I don't think they're going to be able to... I mean, it's 3DS-like cartridges.
Well, whatever. It looked like...
But I don't know, from what they're saying, I don't think that the 3DS games are going to be playable. So,
that sucks, man.
But what's cool, though, is that they're dipping into a market that they already know that they're successful at. So they're moving into a market that they know
besides
mobile...
the Wii U.
Besides the Wii U, which has had a huge dip in sales. What's cool about it, it's like it's a play-and-go console.
Right.
So, like, you can actually have it whenever you get home.
Game Boy.
Pull it out of your, bag or whatever. Put it into the dock, and then you can sit down with your Pro Controller and just start playing.
Right. So it's like you never stop playing. You're always on the go. You're always playing on the go to burn time. You get home. You're tired. You're gonna play. I mean,
You're gonna play again. Exactly.
So that's the whole concept of them. You never stop playing.
Yeah, and it's cool too. And they showed in the video, it has a kickstand with a little screen itself, and then also with the Joy-Cons, with you detaching them. If let's say you and me were on the go, we're sitting in the back seat. There's this little thing that they showed that it's like a connector that you can connect to the back of a car seat, and you can actually push the screen on there, have it sitting there, and then you can use one Joy-Con and I can use another Joy-Con.
Right.
It's little small controllers. Now the only disadvantage on this is that the right Joy-Con, as you can see, it's actually a little off. Compared to the other one.
Low.
So that means your hands are going to be
this.
your hands are going to be actually on the right one. Your hands are going to be really close. So you're going to get cramped hands a lot. So I don't know how that's really going to work. Hopefully, maybe they'll kind of redesign
people
it.
Really won't be messing with that.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people are going to use the Joy-Cons like that, but it's still something to think about. So as we said, they did show the tablet version showing playing Skyrim. Which was amazing, and the Pro Controller looks really nice. The size of it looks great, and even the really weird Joy-Con controller, to where it has both of the Joy-Cons connected to it.
Right.
That really doesn't look that bad either. It's a little bit of a wide controller, but it's just something different. It's something very different. Now, the only thing I thought was a little ridiculous is at the end of the trailer they showed They showed, Nintendo getting into the esports gaming league and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on.
Whatever.
There are dreams that we can dream, and that's not one of them that's ever going to happen. And I would be very surprised if it did. But anyway, so that's really all we're kind of talking about today. TJ, your final thoughts on the Nintendo Switch. Are you excited about it? Do you think it has potential?
Let's do it like this. Day one buy, yes or no? I would say no. But the only reason is with a new console coming from Nintendo, Nintendo has a past of releasing things and then having to do major updates and major patches and things. So I may wait a little while. Do I think it's an awesome console and it's something new to the gaming industry? Yes. Was it needed? Yes. So am I supportive of what they're doing? Yes, definitely. I like the way that the Nintendo Switch is looking. The controllers, the controls, need a little bit of work. But as far as like on the go, you slide it in, it's immediately on your TV screen. You couldn't ask for anything more.
Yeah, I agree, 100%. I am totally in support with this, and like what TJ was saying with the whole, update patch and stuff. There was a lot of problems with the Wii U when it first launched.
Oh my freaking god!
It wasn't like death-defying problems, but it just didn't seem like the console that they really pushed. It was one of the biggest things I think I hated about the Wii U is the fact that you couldn't buy an additional tablet. You couldn't just go to the store and say, "Hey, I want a second tablet for my console." There was only one tablet per unit.
Work like that.
Yeah, which is ridiculous. So I loved this console. I really can't wait until it releases. I love the fact that you can use it as an at-home console and then you can use it as a portable console. I think it's going to be one of the best consoles they've launched, but
The best.
it's the fact of them actually 100% pushing third-party games.
Yes.
If their partnerships with these third-party companies like EA, Activision, Bethesda,
And they limit
Platinum
them.
Games, and stuff like that, if it goes the way I hope it goes, then this is going to be one of the most successful consoles they've ever done. But if they limit them and they decide like, well, we don't want this, then they're going to fall back big time. So, anyways, that's pretty much all we wanted to talk about. It was more or less like a podcast slash, our
talking about the
opinion
release of the
on the
Switch.
release of the Switch. So make sure to check us out at secondopinionpod.com for the latest and greatest gaming news, previews, and much more. Also, make sure to follow me on Twitter at S0LEB. Follow TJ on Twitter at Don'tYouEver69.
And it's exactly what you think it is.
Also, make sure to follow Second Opinion Pro. That's 2ND Opinion Pro for the latest and greatest gaming news, previews,
And go
much
follow us
more.
on Facebook.
Yeah, follow us on Facebook as well. You can find the Second Opinion Podcast and Second Opinion Productions on there. So, like I usually say, thanks for watching, guys. And that is 174. Peace out.
A-Town.